What's up, everybody? It's Brandon. I'm back with another Top 5 Thursday. This one is probably going to be a little quicker, and it is for Rachel Burke. Top 5 movies where the dog was the hero. Now, I went through a few of these where, the dog was the hero, and I didn't really like as many as I thought I did. And the more I looked at it, the more I was like, I kind of want an authentic list to where I enjoy the movie. So I got some ones on here where the dog isn't necessarily, the flat-out hero of the movie, but he was the hero to me in certain scenes, and I think I can get away with it. But there is ones in here where the dog legitimately is the hero through and through. Let's do a fucking honorable mention. What about Scooby-Doo, dude? Fucking Scooby-Doo. The dog is definitely one of the heroes in Scooby-Doo, am I right? I mean, come on, man. It sounds stupid, but at the same time, can we put a heroic dog? I know he was always like freaking the fuck out, like we had all that shit in there. I know, not the best Scooby-Doo impression. I just go for it. But at the end of the day, he ended up being the hero to all our hearts. And on the mystery team, he was crucial. He's got to be on the list at some point, right? I'll throw him in as an honorable mention. Let's talk about Shadow from Homeward Bound, shall we? For him to get out of that hole. I mean, dude, talk about a tearjerker. This dog was the hero in all of our hearts when we thought he was done. When Chance was just giving him chance after chance, and he just couldn't get out. He refused to get out. Michael J. Fox doing the voiceover, just like, please, Shadow, we need you. And you thought Shadow was done. Well, guess what, people? Shadow was not fucking done, and it was so heroic, and then the feels all in here. We know about some Homeward Bound, people. Come on, you grew up with that. Shadow, legendary character, as a fucking dog, and whoever voiced him, can't remember the person. I remember Michael J. Fox, but that guy, you killed it. And Shadow, you killed it. How sad is it to think that all those animals from those early 90s movies are probably gone? Yeah, it's sad. It's terrible, but Shadow was the hero that day. Like I said, stole our hearts in that scene, did he not? That'd be number 5. Number 4. Another one. I'm going to go with, don't make me cry, Marley and Me. Just because the dog, I think Owen Wilson, even during his speech that just went on and made me cry like a bitch, legitimately. I know I'm joking right now. I'm pouring it on a little thick. But good Lord, did that scene make me cry. And good Lord, did Owen Wilson not shut up as he just kept talking as they showed flashback after flashback after flashback of Marley growing old, slowly but surely, from puppy years to old-timer years. Yeah, and I think Owen Wilson even says that, like, he saved that family because he was the glue that brought them all together and made them perfect. They would be nothing without Marley. So in a weird kind of way, aren't dogs just our heroes in general, even if they're not taking a bullet for us or something like that? Dogs are just the best. Hero goes to Marley and Me here. Number 3. Just because it's so, like, wouldn't expect it, and it's the hero to one of my favorite scenes of all fucking time, probably, and it's a newer movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. If you haven't seen this yet, this is where you tune out. The ending scene, where they basically take the Manson murders and flip them on their head. I remember being in the theater, I'm like, I know Tarantino gets away with a lot, but, like, how's he going to do this? Because if you show this and people are going to riot, they're going to be like, you're depicting and glorifying these murders that happened. But he did it so well. He made it as brutal as fucking possible. But he said, guess what? It's fiction. We'll flip it on its fucking head. And that's exactly what he did. And what kickstarted that? It was Brad Pitt going to his dog with his patented, and the dog just immediately dug in. And that dog straight up fucked people up, people. I mean, that dog dug into dude's nuts. What's his name? Tex. He's like, I know you. You're Rex. Like, I'm the devil. It's like, nah, something dumber than that. Tex, that's right. That's who you are. When that dog bit into his nuts and then fucked that one girl up beyond Bolivia, they're like, just absolutely destroyed everybody. And how cool that fucking dog was for the entirety of that film. God, that movie wouldn't have been the same without that dog, and they wouldn't have made it out the way they did without that dog. That dog with its knee-jerk reaction, like we do over here, just really made all the difference. And that dog definitely whooped some Manson ass. So I'm going to throw that in there. Yes, I know. Unorthodox list, people. Hero, for all intents and purposes, on my end. Number 2, some Turner and Hooch. Hooch, man. Hooch. Hooch the Pooch. Dude, this movie still fucks me up emotionally, too. Maybe not quite on the levels Marley and Me did, but this was like the original fucker-upper of a dog movie that made me cry and act like a bitch. Hooch at the end, man, when he takes that bullet and they're like rushing him to the hospital, they're trying to make sure he lives and things don't go so well. That dog was a hero if I've ever seen a hero as an animal. That dog was the fucking man. And there was a little bit of a bittersweet ending where you at least got to see the puppies and all that. But that dog was ready to do anything and everything to make sure everybody else came out okay. And I love Hooch and I love Turner and Hooch for that. Got to give them props. Got to give the movie props overall in general. Very fun watching their relationship grow from your typical, I don't want to take on this dog, to, by the end of it, being best friends and, of course, paying the ultimate price of losing poor old Hooch. Tom Hanks, Winner, Winner, Chicken Dinner. And number 1 is a movie we just talked about, a little bit lesser known of a movie. That is my favorite, undoubtedly, hero dog in a movie, and that would be Thor from Bad Moon. Bad Moon is a very underrated, nothing too special, but straightforward fucking werewolf flick that gets you in and then it gets you right out. But the star of the movie that really helps hold everything, the glue that helps hold it together, is Thor in the movie Bad Moon. This dog, from the moment go, is constantly in rotation of standing up for his owners. He is not playing games. He don't give a fuck what you think. He might not eat your face off, but he's going to stand over you and snarl. And if you try something, I'm giving you the warning, I will take action. And then by the end of it, he's trying to even square up with the fucking werewolf. He's taking him on, even though a dog is no fucking, menace or threat or anything to a werewolf. But because it's Thor, he doesn't give a fuck about that in that moment. He is just all in on protecting his family and giving his life to do so. And he just might overcome it if you haven't seen it, people. Or he just might give his life in the process. It's sad. It's gripping. It's an amazing animal portrayal. One of my favorites in movie history. And enough people don't know about this little werewolf gem. If more straightforward, not as technical werewolf movies are kind of your thing. Because this one is a banger if you haven't seen it. And Thor, if you love watching on-screen badass animals, this is one to watch. And that is my top 5 heroic dogs in a movie. I know I switched it up, people, but like I said, there was a few on here I was like, that's more by the book, but do I really, really enjoy that movie like most do, or am I even a fan of it at all? I had to just kind of say, fuck it. Every once in a while, I'll switch up a list a little bit, and I'll be like, you know what? He was heroic in this way. It might not be straight up to the point how you expect the list to go, but we'll mix it up. And sometimes mixing it up makes things a little more fun because you got ones coming out of left field. When you really think about it, you're like, okay, yeah, I can dig that. That is my top 5. What the fuck is it? Dog rescue movies? What the fuck? Yeah, protective dogs that fucking rescue the humans, all that good shit. Protectors, all that, rawr, whatever noise dogs make. I think they're more barkers. Jesus, Brandon. Fucking God. Michael's like looking at me on my shirt like, bitch, you were fucking this up. That's what I do. So come back if you like stupid reviews. Love you guys. Seriously, though. We're usually better than this, or are we? Thank you, Rachel, again, for the Top 5 Thursday suggestion. Hopefully it worked for you, and hopefully you've seen these movies. If you haven't, tune into them, because they're all quality flicks, for sure. Top 5 Dog is the Hero movies. There you go. There's my wink.